this? Damn. Why is it dark? Does that help? I don't know. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see if this works. Ow, crap. Jeez. Microphone checker one, two. Microphone check, microphone check. Hello, 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 hello. I missed you. Microphone check. Can you hear me well? Prince and Guancho. Microphone check. Let me know if you guys are able to hear me. Um, I don't know why the video shows. I don't know why the video is a little dark. I can hear you clearly. Cool, great. Thank you very much for the quick reply. I'm gonna wait maybe a little bit more so that we can get some people rolling up into the stream. But Thursday, wow. If I talk more about work, I might get fired, you guys. I don't know if there's like people watching me from work here, but man, oh man, I almost wanted to punch my boss today, and I was so close to saying, you know what, I ain't about this. Fuck this place. I'm ready to just walk out of here. I was so close, but I just said, you know what, let's wait out. Let's just keep our cool together and just give it a couple more months. I'm honestly just waiting for this COVID bullshit to like kind of clear up before I actually do decide to leave Honda. And I'm not going back into the dealership life. So I get that asked a lot. Are you doing another dealership? Are you going to another dealership? Are you No, I don't have any desire to go to another dealership. And that's just a decision I've made just from watching the other guys working there. It's like you see them and they're like not, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like they're living their life that they want to. Like they don't have stuff, if that makes sense. I want to have stuff. I want to have a business. I want to move up in life. But yeah, just a little ramble. Went into work. I had this leg pain, just this leg pain going from my waist down to my knee, the knee I had surgery on, and it's just this pinching pain, and it was hurting me, man. It was just hurting, and so I asked my boss, "Hey, is it cool if I just leave?" Because I was there for like 2 hours not doing nothing. No cars were rolling up. It's just dead. The dealership is dead. No one's taking in their car for service. But I think it's because it's gonna be Labor Day weekend, so I don't think anyone's taking their car to the get worked on. They rather want to, oh, what am I going to cook for Labor Day weekend? Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? They're more interested in that than taking their stupid bucket Honda to the dealership. Like, God, first car of the day. And not that I'm complaining, but first car of the day. It was one of those Honda Odyssey vans that were a conversion where they have the wheelchair accessibility for inside of the vehicle. And I had a hard time racking that vehicle up because they cut the floor pan of the Odyssey van and extended down so that the ramp can fit under it. And I had the most difficult time racking up this vehicle on my rack and getting it up in the air to doing the oil change. And I told my boss, "Hey, I'm not feeling good. My back's hurting me. I Can you just give me like a Honda Civic or a Honda Fit? I don't know." And first job he gives me is that stupid Odyssey, and I didn't say nothing. But when he came out, he went back into his office and he came back, "Sebastian, aren't you like 23 with like back and you're already having back pains?" I'm like, bruh, first of all, I wish I was 23. I'm actually 28. So it was just annoying. And I really wanted to punch him, but it's whatever. All right, got a couple of questions going on here. How's the arcade? Arcade's doing fantastic, guys. I as I said last time, I really hope it stays like that. I really hope it continues to move on with um, where I'm at. I really hope it grows into something bigger. And there's new faces. I haven't seen these people like come to the arcade before, and so I'm looking at everyone and trying to remember everyone's face. A lot of new people coming into the arcade, and I'm actually glad for that. I've been putting the arcade like on Google, on Facebook, on Instagram, trying to get it out there, exposed, because that's the plan, that's the idea. And yeah, arcade's doing great. Arcade's doing fantastic. Hopefully it stays like that, but I think it has something to do with I think it has something to do with um fuck brain fart. I think it has something to do with the stimulus money. Everyone getting stimulus money, so they have all this money to spend, and they're like, what do I spend it on? What do I spend it on? Oh my god, there's an arcade. Let's trade $20 in quarters and just play games all day. I really hope it's not that, and I really hope it's that the business itself is increasing as a whole and getting more exposure, which is what I need. But there's gonna be an arcade auction 2 weeks from now in SoCal. I think it's in Banning, California. So I might make a SoCal trip down there, guys. So if any of you guys are out in SoCal and want to say hi, just let me know ahead of time and hang out, maybe drink some beer or something, have some dinner. I don't know. You need to work at Toyota to get your GR first on discount, then leave. Oh, that actually sounds really smart, Irvin. That actually really sounds smart, but man, dude, I don't want to work at Toyota. I really don't. Like not I'm not complaining, but I don't have the greatest back, and it's been my whole life. I've always been to the chiropractor since I was a little kid, and it's not that my back is bad. It's more of the nerves. They kind of dislocate and they kind of move around. So then my back starts feeling bad, and it's just bothering me throughout the whole day, and I don't know what to do. So, but Budget Beaters Garage. Hey, what is up, man? What is up? City Boys 415. That's good news, man. Milad Wolfster. Sheesh. Oh, man. Holy crap. Old Pueblo 2ZZ, $20? Dude, what? Come on, man. You don't have to donate that much. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the $20 donation. Um, Happy to see it, man. Thank you. Thank you. It will be put to good use. Trying to get that V6, guys. Trying to get the V6 going. V6 Celica is a work in progress right now. I just haven't had any time off right now to get working on that V6. There's always some little thing going on in my life, and it's like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time, and next thing you know, it's already my day off is already gone. So it's like I can't. But I do have Monday off and Wednesday. So that's 2 days off next week, and I'll try to. I'm actually waiting on an order from Toyota Parts Deal. I'm waiting for the flywheel bolts and the rear main seal so that I can finally mate the S54 to the 3MZ and get that going. But I'm just waiting on parts right now, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah. Prince Sanguancho, nah, you just don't see a BMW on your sidewalk parking spot. Oh man. You work too hard. Lunch on me tomorrow, bro. Keep up your hustle. Bro, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I really do. Those those $20 are gonna go for lunch. I'll make sure to send you a picture on Instagram of what I'm eating. Thank you, man. Um, Malad Wolfster, you're awesome. I'm just doing what I'm doing, man. I don't do anything different than anyone else. Josh Bradley, what's going on with the EG hatch? The EG hatch. It's just been sitting there, man. Honestly, it's not that I'm losing motivation to get that vehicle going, but there's just a lot of work that needs to be done to that vehicle before I can actually start getting it on the street. It's registered. It's a legal vehicle. I can get it on the street right now and drive it, but I don't know what happened when it sat and I went back to start it up. It just sort of created a misfire out of nowhere. And it just, I'm like, what the hell? Like, where did this misfire came from? And then my check engine light turned on. And so since it is OBD1, I have to do the what is it, the paperclip method, where you have to see how many times the check engine light flashes to get the code. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with my what do they call it, a dizzy distributor. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that, or my cables, or my spark plugs. I don't know, either one of those two, because it is getting fuel, it is getting air, so it has something to do with the spark. So, and I need to fix the frame of the. I need to fix the frame of the EG. I need to make an update video. That's what I need to make. I think you do follow a couple of my videos, or you tend to watch my channel more. So I guess I'll make an update video just for you, but well, everyone will see it. But I kind of do want to start working on the hatch. I love the hatch. Speaking of the hatch, my friend Jordan, he was actually talking about hatches, and they're going for a ridiculous amount of money right now at the auction. Like a clean SI at auction was going for almost 5 grand. It was ridiculous. I was like, wow, what the hell? But anyways, hey man, I appreciate your 2ZZ timing chain gasket replacement video. How long do you think it would take me to do it? I'm relatively mechanically inclined. The it takes me about 5 hours. But if I sit there and clean the side of the block, the frame of the vehicle, whatever it is I see, if I sit there and clean the stuff, it's gonna be an extra hour or so. So you're looking at about 6 to 7 hours. Um, but but if you just do it like that without cleaning shit, you can knock it on like 4 hours. But I timed myself. I can't seem to get anything under 4 hours. It's just you don't want to rush, and then you mess something up, and then next thing you know, your job that the 4 hours isn't like a 2 week job, because you got to figure out how to extract the bolt that you broke, or that you put in that you cross threaded, and it just turns into a nightmare. So about 4 to 5 hours if you don't clean, about 6 to 7 if you do clean. Duck Vision Irvin. Thank you for the $10 donation. Tech life messes your body up, especially if you're bigger. This is why I chose to do smogs as a career. Easy on the body. Irvin, I I didn't want to I don't want to do the dealership life, because I'm having to get on my knees a lot to rack up the vehicles, and my knee will hurt. I guess it is also because I'm a bigger guy and I'm not in the best shape, so it does put a toll on my body. And I that's why I have the arcade. It's a really easy job, apart from having to move the arcade machines from one location to another, or wherever it is you're buying them. I want to say that's how I messed up my back, actually. I was setting up the Street Fighter 2 pinball machine about what was it, 2 weeks ago when I bought it? Yeah, I was setting up the Street Fighter 2 pinball machine, and I had my cousin helping me out. But the thing is, it's a really awkward machine to set up. So like I kind of was not doing it correctly, and I kind of messed up my back in the process. And then I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm going home. I left the arcade that day. I didn't even finish setting up the machine, and I just turned it off, and I was like, screw that. I'll leave it for another day. And I think that's how I messed up myself. But yeah, tech life. I don't know. I want to make a technician video. There's a guy who I follow on YouTube that does those type of videos of like being a BMW technician, being a Toyota technician. I kind of want to do the same thing, being a Honda technician, and see how that video kind of what kind of feedback I get from that video from YouTube, from the views, and see if it's something people would like to see. But again, you're recording stuff of your job, and you could jeopardize your job at the same time, because this is how I lost, or this is how I got fired from my first job at Concord Round One. I was they called it a mechanic position because you're fixing they call it the pin setters, where you're bowling the machine that sets the pins down. I was that technician. And so one day, because it was a really busy arcade, one day my manager was arguing with a customer, which kind of led into like a push fight. And so I was recording it. My dumbass uploaded to the story, and I don't know, they caught it. And while I was recovering from my knee surgery at home, I get this certified UPS envelope package, and it says, "You are terminated from your position at round one. If you don't take down this video, we are bringing all the lawyers that we have and pretty much fisting you." That's exactly what happened. So I had to take down that video, and I was just a little bit scared. I honestly was scared, and I was young at the time. I was 22, 23. I don't know. I was early 20s when I had this job, and I loved that job round one, and I miss it to this day. But I was only making $12 an hour, man, and I was commuting 1 hour to work. Like, I'm already commuting to Honda. It's a 30-minute commute with no traffic, but when there's traffic, it's a 1 hour commute. And I'm making more over there, almost double. I'm making almost double at wait, is it almost double? Yeah, I'm making almost double what I was making at Concord at Honda. I don't know, man. I was young. I was just excited. Oh my god, we're getting a round one arcade. But anyways, moving on. America man, my GTS leaks oil like mad. I'm hoping it's the timing chain tensioner, but it's probably the gasket. I usually tell people, if you're really intimidated to changing out that whole timing chain cover gasket, first start with the O-ring on the timing chain tensioner. That's also a really, really known place to leak oil from on the 2ZZs. But if you are over 150,000 miles, chances are you're gonna need the timing chain cover gasket replaced. Plain and simple, man. It's not hard, but it's just extremely time consuming. That's all I gotta say. Josh Bradley, pretty much all the videos. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, man. I like it when I interact with my followers and the people that are watching my content. I just like interacting with them, which is why I started doing the live streams. I know it's not like a lot of people watching me, but as as my exposure grows, more people will come into the chat. But take this advantage now that I don't have that many followers to kind of get interact with me a little bit better, because once the questions start piling up when I have multiple people watching, it's gonna be hard for me to catch up to them. Obviously, the ones that get the donations will be highlighted, and I'll be able to look at them easier. But not saying to donate, but take your time, take this time now to ask me anything. Shit, if you want to ask me something personal, just as long as it's PG, I'll answer it, man. All right. Prince and am I saying it right? Prince in Guancho. Is that how I say it? Say it correctly. You making it to the meet on Saturday? I don't know if I will, but I might, since I'm close to Novato and Stinson. Oh, you're actually local, dude? Wait, are you the guy that came to the Pleasanton meet? See, I have a hard time remembering names, and it's a harder time trying to remember usernames. So if you were that guy from the Pleasanton meet, let me know. But I don't think you are. Michael Carraher? Fuck, I just butchered that. My bad. Where does the XR's front grill badge come from? Just the rear one glued onto the grill? Yeah, that's what it is. 10th generation Corolla, aka the XRS, did have both XRS on the front grill and on the back of the trunk. Yeah, I guess it looks cool and all, but I don't like putting it on the grill because the rock chips are just gonna break or just make the paint flake off from the XRS badge and just make it look tacky and ugly. That's exactly how that silver XRS that's in front of my house the way it is right now. The red on the X or whatever, it's already gone. So it just looks like it's a silver XRS, but whatever. Um, Humble electrician. My dad and brother are mechanics. I'm a electrician because I think it's easier on the body. Also, I still wrench for fun since I was 14. Yeah, electrical is easier for the mechanic, easier on the body, and it's actually I feel like if you're an electrician, it's I don't know. I just feel like it's a how can I say this, man? It's just I feel like it's just a more intelligent thing, if that makes sense. Because you can read diagrams and like you can just I don't know if I'm spazzing out right now, but one of the things I wish I knew more is learn how to read the diagrams for the wiring harnesses and be able to build my own custom harnesses. That's one thing I kind of want to do, and I should probably practice on it that I have spare harnesses laying around. But again, time. Don't have time. But anyways, City Boys 415. I give it up to you guys at the dealership, man. You get a lot of BS, especially from customers. Laugh out loud. Well, that's why we have the service writers. They're the ones that typically have to deal with the customers, but there's always that one customer that waltz into the shop without anyone noticing, and they come up to you and be like, "Are you the one working on my car?" And it's like, "Why are you in here? You shouldn't even be in here. It's a liability that you're in here." And they just start going at you, blah blah. I don't know, man. I've dealt with customers before at the dealership, and usually I'll be like, "You need to talk to your service. You need to talk to your service writer. Okay, like you can't come over here to talk to me." But that's just me following protocol. So whatever. Um, Josh, what do you think about a 2011 Honda Fit for a first car? Let me tell you something. I've worked at Honda for 3 years. I've never seen a Honda Fit come in for anything that's broken, damaged, or that got messed up. It's always in for just an oil change and like tire rotation. That says that the Honda Fit is a really, really well put together car. Enough said. I love the Honda Fit. It is a really comfortable car. There's plenty of headroom. I'm 6'3", 200 or 300 pounds, and I fit really well in these Honda Fits. And they come in 6-speed manual. Get a 6-speed manual. That one's actually pretty cool. Haniel Baum, Morgan or Lilith? um, I guess Morgan because she has the. I can't, man. I can't. Humble electrician, BB Hood, Buletta. Man, isn't she like underage or something? Yeah, I get it. She smokes and counts money when you finish a match, but Morgan, yeah, I'd probably go with Morgan. Punch 777. Hi, Sebas Daza from Melbourne, Australia. What's up? Josh Bradley. Okay, okay, okay. Sega or Nintendo and why? Wow, that one's hard, man. um, I want to say more nostalgic. I feel with Sega. I grew up as a my first console. My first video game console was the Sega Dreamcast, and my first video game that I bought for that Sega Dreamcast was Crazy Taxi. I fell in love with Crazy Taxi. I've probably put at least 100 plus hours on Crazy Taxi 1 and 2. And then my second game was Sonic Adventure. I don't know why I didn't get Sonic Adventure as a launch title because someone asked about Sega and Nintendo. um, but Sonic Adventure I love because I just grew up playing it and I enjoyed playing Sonic. I always liked Sonic and the Child Garden, investing a lot of time in that. And then I don't know if you guys saw my story recently. Me and my cousin actually got 130 emblems on Sonic Adventure 1, and it's a really great game. I love it. But for that one, nostalgic, I'll take Sega. But nowadays, it's all about Nintendo, man. It's just I don't want to say Sega's dead, but look what they did to Sonic. What's the what is a good Sonic game that's been recently out? Nothing other than Sonic Generations, and then everything's just. But anyways, I'd probably say Nintendo. Sorry, Josh Bradley. You're saying my name right. Laugh out loud. Okay, Prince and Guancho. Okay, good to know. Duck Vision. You still can. It's easy. Yeah, I I guess I can. I just it's just as I said, it's just time. There's no time. I don't have time. I wish I had more time to try and work with these wiring harnesses, but at the end of the day, it's just time, Irvin. I don't have it. Um, Humble electrician. I run circles around most electricians troubleshooting because of years of experience troubleshooting cars. Man, I really wish I paid more attention to my advanced electrical class, but the 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 instructor at my college, the OG one, the one that actually taught my uncle back when he went to college, he had retired that year. So I got stuck with advanced electrical with the most dumbest guy ever. And apparently he was a Toyota Master Tech. And I'm like, how is this guy a Toyota Master Tech? But like, he doesn't know how to teach. I get it. He's new. So like, he needs to like kind of focus himself on trying to getting the the instructions out to the classmate to the classroom, but I guess he was just more overwhelmed about what was going on around him. But anyways, I'm from Napa and didn't make it to the Pleasanton meet. Okay, I'm probably not gonna go to that Celica cruise meet. I don't want to talk shit about anyone, but um apparently the guy who hosted the meet last time he'd set up a cruise, he didn't even show up, and it was a shit show. So I'm probably gonna have to pass on this cruise. My Celica is not looking the greatest. I wish I kind of took a little bit better care of it, but I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm losing interest from the seventh generation Celica, but it's just again it's just time. Haven't worked on it, but let's keep going. Duck Vision. Honda Fits are great, reliable cars. Yeah, they're great cars. I'd recommend it to anyone, but the thing is, people kind of don't like the egg shaped look of them. They kind of resemble that the Honda Civic Si EP3 look. That's just the way I see it. Daniel Baum, smiley face. What's up? Michael Carr again. Sega has all the bangers. I I don't know if you can see right there. I have a little bit of Sega Dreamcast games right here. Those are the ones I've had since back in the day, but obviously there's an SD loader now where you could just modify your Sega to read games off an SD card and just fill up the whole library, and that's what I do nowadays. But I was never a Sega player or Sega Genesis player. I never played the Sega Genesis, and I did play a little bit Sega Saturn, Knights, Bugs, Virtua Cop, and Aerosmith, I think it was, or something like that. I don't know. It was a shooting game, and then Daytona, obviously. But I guess I could say I've had more time playing the Sega Saturn and the Sega Dreamcast. Those two consoles are fantastic, but they're just ridiculously expensive nowadays. Humble Electrician, Marvel versus Capcom 2. Been playing that game since it came out, dude. I've put so many hours into Marvel versus Capcom 2. I love that game. If I was put in a like in a dungeon with one game, I'd probably choose that one. There's just so much to do. I love playing low tier characters. Yeah, I'll play high tier, but I think you'll have a better, longer time playing low tiers. Um, Riley Copel, my first racing game was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2011. My first racing game. Wow, I I don't know. um, I did play pole position as a little kid at the arcade. I guess you could consider that my first racing game, but um, I did spend a lot of hours playing Underground 1, Underground 2, Most Wanted, the first one, and then Carbon. I spent a lot of man hours playing those games. I see that crazy taxi poster up on the wall. Let me see if I get it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, that right there is my original Crazy Taxi marquee for the arcade game. I have since then upgraded. I guess you could say upgraded because people say, "Oh, Crazy Taxi 1 is better than 3," but I have upgraded the machine at my arcade to Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller, which has 3 areas to play as opposed to just one area, which is this Crazy Taxi. So I like it, but some people just prefer the original one. I'll swap it out every now and then whenever someone says, "Hey, can you just load up the regular Crazy Taxi?" Sure, sure thing. Um, Jackson Cook, how long did you go to school? Fuck. Oh man, dude, I'm very embarrassed with that question because I'm gonna be honest with you. It took me 10 years to graduate college, and that's just a community college. I didn't transfer. I didn't go to a university. I wish I did, but I was just getting it was I was just getting older and just like asking myself, I'm almost near 25 and I still don't have a good job and I'm still going to school. What am I doing with my life? Because I kept changing my major. My first major was computer science because I was just so into computers in high school, and after high school I was just into computers constantly, so I kind of told myself, you know what, I want to be a computer programmer. Probably would have been better on my back, but at the same time, sitting my ass down in front of a computer, I'd probably get more fat than what I am right now. But do I regret the career change from computer science to automotive? No, I love automotive. It's my passion to work on cars. It's what I like to do. um, would I do computer science? I'd give it a shot, but I don't think I'm smart for that. But when you do something for a good long time, it just comes to you naturally. So I feel like it would have been the same thing if I kept on going with computer science. Let's see. Crap, I need to catch up. But yeah, hopefully that answered your question, Jackson Cook. Duck Vision, laugh out loud, sets up a meet and doesn't show. And he, I love the guy, and he's cool and all, but that's just really shitty, man. How are you gonna set up a meet and not show up? And it was a cruise, and it was just all over the place. And it's funny because Clayton said that he went to the cruise, and that when he was leaving back home, that he saw him going the direction to the cruise. And I'm like, what the hell? But I'm probably not gonna go to that cruise. Hey, do you know how to disable the smog pump in the ECU? You have to get it reflashed. And yeah, I heard R9K isn't turning them off, but I know there's the Steve mod. I forgot. There's two other guys that mod Corolla XRS ECU, so you need to find the right one that will turn off the smog pump. But yeah, you could get it turned off. Are any of the banger Sega games a Ford four banger? What does that even mean? Banger Sega games a Ford four banger. The only Ford four banger that I like, what was it? The one from the Focus. I think the SVT one. The I don't know my generations, man. I really don't know. I need to figure them out. Josh Bradley, yo, I've got a Dreamcast disc that has all the NES games from every country on it, Nestor DC or something like that. I have a couple of those hacked up disc games as well, but my GD-ROM lens on my Dreamcast is starting to burn out, so I just tend to use the SD loader that I have. Those GD-ROM lasers burn out so easily with the burn copies games that you keep playing with them. Duck Vision. The only Sega console I had as a kid was the Game Gear. Ahead of its time, but damn, it swallowed six Dolly batteries. I've held a Game Gear. That thing is the Game Gear. Yeah, I've held one of those. How do you put that in your pocket? I feel like that's why the Game Boy took off because the Game Boy you could put in your pocket, and they made it smaller with the Game Boy Pocket. But Game Gear, full color, was better. It was better looking in picture, not in its shape. I guess it looked like a fucking tumor. And then they also had the Sega Nomad. I believe it was a handheld Sega Genesis. I think that one actually did better, and it's actually selling for a lot more nowadays. Michael Kara, I'm butchering your name. You need to tell me how to say that. Cruising USA California was my first memorable racers. I've played so many cruising games in the arcade. That's where or I guess that's where it originated. They had Cruising USA, Cruising World, Cruising Exotica, and then the most recent one, Cruising Blast, which is getting ported over to the Nintendo Switch. Inputs, reviews, and stop motion. High Roller was a blast. I love High Roller. I have it on the original Xbox back there, and I'm thankful enough to have the full size cabinet as well. Uh, I have, this quickly turned into a video game questionnaire here going on. Like, how do we go from cars to like video games? I'm not complaining, but I love it. I love it that you guys are asking me video game questions. Like, hello, I love video games. I have 5 or 6 Dreamcast, one black Sega Sports. Ah, crap, it went up. One black Sega Sports. Also, you can always burn GD ROMs. Yeah, I've seen the black Sega Sports one, but I'm trying to get the Japanese see-through shells, but they're just ridiculously expensive. I have an original white Dreamcast, but I do have the see-through controllers, the blue, the green, the red. I'm still missing the yellow, but that's the most expensive one, so I'm probably not gonna end up picking it up. I found out today the welds on the threads for the subframe bolts on my XRS snapped off. Guys, dude did my clutch must have over torqued it after it fell off the first time. Fucking shit, man. That sucks, man. Subframe bolts on my. Are you talking about the bolts for the motor mount itself on the passenger side? Because if you are, I know there's a solution to fixing that, but it requires a little bit of cutting. So, um, what are your thoughts on the Celica GT? If you get a 5 speed, great. If you get an automatic, not great. Celica GT 5 speed, really, really good car. As long as it's an '03 plus, man. I've I used to have a 2002 GT automatic. That thing was just so slow, man. That was so slow, but I'm glad I don't have it no more. But if you do get a 5 speed, great. Monkey Ranch Racing won't do it either. The reflash for the air injection thing. Wow. Um I know there's 2 other guys. There's one guy in Hawaii and there's one guy up north that does the reflash for the XRS. Message me on Instagram and I'll make sure to get you the guy that's up north. He can probably help you out. Um, is it recommended to turbo a 200,000 mile Celica GT? If I mean, I'm about to supercharge a 200,000 mile XRS, so I kind of want to see how long it will last. But turbocharging, obviously, the more psi you throw, the more pressure you throw at the engine block, it it's gonna it's gonna probably blow up sooner. But you need to build it, and if you just throw a turbo on a stock one ZZ block, you're gonna grenade it. So GT needs more 2ZZ or supercharger. Yeah, it, save your money that you're gonna go spend on a GT and just get a GTS. They're cheap, man. I've had multiple 6B GTSs for under $2,000, man. Like just save up for the GTS. Trust me. Back in my day, the handheld Sega was a Genesis Nomad. That is huge. I still have mine. Yeah, the Nomad that played Genesis games. I seen them. I never had one, but heard those also fucking take up hella batteries. Jackson Cook, yeah, for sure. I'm taking my first semester at my community college for engineering, but I kind of think I want to make the switch to automotive. I think engineering will get you more money, man. Not that I want to talk shit about the automotive program and all, but a dealership, like you could only go so far in a dealership before you tap out or you max out and can't go anymore. And that's why people open up their own shops and are much more successful that way. That's the way I look at it. That's why I have my arcade business going on to kind of have something to rebound off of if my automotive career doesn't take off. But everyone has their way of life and their own decisions. you're just hearing my opinion or my way of life, I guess. Um, I have a Game Gear. I think the screen is bad. Haven't looked at it in a while. Fucking Game Gears, man. They I think they have modded screens with like backlight nowadays that you could modify them to the Game Gear. I'm not sure, but I've seen a lot of videos of those on Instagram. My last name, Care her. Care her. Okay. Michael Care her. Thank you for taking the time to type it out like that. I'll try to memorize it, man. Yuki, hey bro, I was wondering if you still had some coilovers for my Corolla. I don't have coilovers. Clayton did have coilovers for sale a while back for the Corolla. I don't know what he ended up doing with them, but maybe message him, see if he still has them, but I don't think he does. I think he already sold them. Ronnie Tune, lift at Redline 6K Redline at 8600, no air. There you go. Ronnie Tune. Yeah, Ronnie Tune. I don't know if that's the guy from up north that I was talking about, but I know another guy. So if he can help you out, he can help you out. Dipping out, keep up the hustle, but always remember to take care of yourself first. Lunch or not, I know it's going towards amazing content for others that need the knowledge. Carnal, cheers, bro. Thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate it. See you soon, man. Thank you for sticking around for the stream for a good while. Riley Koppel, Ike bro, Hidlen, Hidblend Media. God, I just butchered that. Weird. I have a Monkey Wrench Racing Reflash, and I don't have any codes for the air injection popping up. Yeah, I thought they were turning them off from default. So I'm not sure why are you guys getting codes for the air injection. I have mine turned off and I got it from R9K, but I had someone recently message me, "Oh, R9K is not turning it off." I'm like, "Why is he not?" Makes no sense. Who in Hawaii? I'm in Hawaii. I don't know. I need to go back through my DMs because I was actually trying to figure out who can get my ECU reflashed. So um I'll let you know though. Let me figure it out. Let me go back to my DMs. AE92 guy, I understand. Duck Vision, go for the engineering degree and go into designing automotive. There you go. That man, listen to what that man has to say. I've learned a lot from that man, and they're the right decisions. All right. Um, Joe GZ, any live chatters? I have an Apex C standalone ECU for sale with controller AEM monkey wrench tune, barely used. It's fast. Laugh out loud. Sorry, slow. I'm savage. Business fam. Joe, if you need me to repost that ECU for sale on my I guess on my Instagram account, make a story, tag me, and I'll go ahead and reshare it. You'll have more exposure there because right here I'm only getting about I'm not I'm getting about 22 people in the streams, but I have about I don't know 3,000 or 2,000 followers on Instagram. So just make sure to repost it on my Instagram and I'll share it for you. What's your favorite type of sandwich, Josh? What the fuck, man? um, I don't like cold sandwiches. I'll say that. I'm not a fan of cold sandwiches. I like my sandwiches toasted. Like whenever I go to okay, I'll say this. Whenever I go to Subway, I get the meatball marinara or the the steak and cheese one, which is typically a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I'll usually get those two, I guess. Roast beef, I could do roast beef. Um, BLT, I can also do BLT. So I don't know if you could be a little bit more specific if you want me to say like what sandwich chain I like. I guess I could say that. Um, Number six, ever think of getting into drifting? I think getting into drifting requires purchasing a rear wheel drive car, and I still haven't made that leap into getting out of the front wheel drive scene. I love to get a rear wheel drive car. I want to drift. I love watching drifting videos, but I'm kind of climbing up a ladder, working on four banger cars, working on a V6 car with a supercharger, working on a V8 rear wheel drive. Let's wait to see if that actually happens. I did have plans about getting a Celica Supra and doing a 1UZ with a 5-speed swap on it, but who knows? Not right now. Let me finish my V6 Celica project. Let's wait a couple of years. Maybe once I get my business started and get more funds coming in, and I'll purchase my first rear wheel drive vehicle. But I definitely want an IS300, aka Altezza, and I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't seem to want to spend money on another project car right now. So if that answers your question, um, I'm a broke boy, but crap. Hold on. Crap. I can't. Where'd it go? Where was the last? Oh my god, I lost it. I'm a broke boy, but two Corolla XRs popped up for sale by me. I want more. You're like me, man. I'm on my third Corolla XRS. If it's cheap, I'll buy it and I'll just fix it up and resell it. That's how I've been making my money. I contacted them directly. They said they wouldn't do it, but I haven't plugged in their ECU. I plug it in and I'll report back. Please do, man. Really appreciate it. Jaden ET, having owned both, the 1ZZ just has a pureness to it, and it reminds me of the 4AGE. 2ZZ is far more aggressive, like a K20. Also, I'm from Maui, where Ronnie and Frank Saab are too. That's awesome, man. Really wish the 2ZZ had more people, like I guess community wise, but there isn't that many, and it seems like the Honda K series has a far bigger, superior quality and community as than the 2ZZ, which is sad, but there's just people that need to invest more time into it. Um, oh, okay, yeah, that thanks very much. I am using the JDM. I will, brother, and I appreciate it. I am an old head, so I'm not on Insta. I'll definitely break you off. Get on Instagram, man. Get on Instagram. I feel like I'm also old and I'm on Instagram. They're trying to get me to do TikTok. Like, fuck out of here, guys. I am not doing TikTok. I watch a couple of those cringy ass TikTok videos. I'm like, I can't do this. Y'all are no, I can't. No. You won't see me on TikTok. You see Clayton's fucking punk ass. Bruh, I still need to go out to the truck and grab my Popeye chicken sandwich. Fuck those Popeye chicken sandwiches. Fucking salty ass sandwiches, man. Bro, I worked at Subway. Never ever get the. Why? They're pretty good. Why do you not like the meatballs? Let me know, man. Waiting on that JDM front end swap. On which car? The Corolla? Because I already have a JDM front end swap on the V6 Celica. But if you're talking about the Corolla, yeah, I'm also waiting on that front end swap as well. Is it possible to drift a 2011 Honda Fit with an automatic transmission? I mean, you could pull up the e-brake, yeah, just yank it and turn the wheel all the way to one side. um, Armando Hernandez, is the part under the lip of your Toyota Matrix purchasable? I have a Matrix, but not an XR, so it doesn't have the under part on the front. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So you have the side uh, spoilers, valences, and then you have the middle piece for the bumper. If you want to buy them, I have my old ones. They're not the greatest, but if you want to purchase them from me and you're not that far away from me, I can ship them. I can throw them in the box and just ship them out to you or something. I don't know. Give me a couple of bucks and cover the shipping, and they're yours, man. Message me on Instagram if you want them, though. I could probably take pictures and let you know. Another what? $5 from Prince and Guancho for a gallon of 91. Damn, that's how you know gas is going up hella bad. The fucking gas right now for 91, I think we're at 440, man. It's ridiculous. Um, I've been commuting in my dad's Matrix, the 1ZZ, because I want to make sure that the engine is good enough to be driven again. And so right now I'm filling up with 87, but man, yeah, I gotta fill up 91 when I drive the XRSs to work. IS300 with, but again, thanks for the $5 donation for the gallon of gas. IS300 with the 1JZ turbo is what I'm shooting for next. I love watching that TRD IS300 Altezza video that's on YouTube. I love watching that thing. I just do. And then I fell in love with that the what do they call it? The RS200 the RS200 Toyota or whatever it's called, Altezza. I love playing that car in Initial D3. I do. Joe Jay Z, interested in how much them new struts you got hold up? Laugh a lot. I was checking them out as stock set myself. They're comfortable. I mean, they're absorbing the bumps pretty well. I spent about $200 for the whole set of four, and upgrading from 20-year-old struts that have been blown and leaking oil from, it's a pretty good upgrade to me. I'm happy. The 2ZZ Gur. What? I live on Oahu from Cow. Fuck these. I'm butchering these names. 1ZZ and 2ZZ currently, but had everything from two-door TE28s to AE86 GTSs, etc. I prefer the 3TC. I've only four bangers. I've had 1ZZ and 2ZZ. I guess you could consider the 1NZ as well. I've worked on a couple of those, but I wish my knowledge in Hondas can expand. But right now, I've only on the B series with the B20 and the B16 and B18. I've worked on those, but I wish I kind of knew more about the K series because I'm trying to K swap eventually. K swap my EG, but that's a story for another day. All right, let's catch up. I'll give you guys another 10 minutes before I clock out because I'm trying to keep these Thursday streams just 1 hour. I don't want to over exaggerate them very long, but I'll give you guys another 10 minutes before I clock out. 2ZZ had a huge following back when it was new, especially when the Lotus came out. K Series just took over, to be honest. There you go. That's exactly my words. Yeah, there. If you look at the magazines from back in the days, the 2ZZ did have the love, and it wasn't the Fast and the Furious movies. You can see the Celicas roaming in the background. I'm picking up a GTS project on Saturday. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm thinking a new YouTube may happen to showcase the build. Dude, pick up the camera and just record. It's fun and it's great and it's entertaining for all of us. The 2ZZ groups on Facebook are popping. Yeah, popping with, hey, bro, what oil can I put in my 2ZZ? Oh, man. No, I'm just playing. I guess they're expanding and all, but I feel like they're more like basic and casual questioning or just casual people, man. Those meatballs can sit for a week like we made them on Monday, and if it doesn't sell, keep reheating them until they sell. Ah. Why you gotta ruin my love for the meatball marinara? Oh shit. I feel like though, like almost every restaurant does that, to be honest, because the burritos at the flea market sometimes they be tasting pretty smack. And one week you fucking bite one and you're like, what the fuck? This tastes like meat from like 2 weeks ago, man. But what are you gonna say? You're gonna go, hey, this tastes like meat from 2 weeks ago. Oh, you don't have the proof. Look at me waving my arms like Scotty Kilmer. How does sleeving help an engine? Well, first of all, you need to sleeve the 2ZZ because you can't hone it out. Is that the proper word? So it's better to sleeve it. I'm not the guy to ask like sleeving questions and stuff like that, like building engines, because I haven't really built an engine. I've put them together, yeah, but no, that Milky, if you're in the chat, come out because that's the guy you want to ask those questions to. 440 491, and I thought 307 493 was a lot. What? I wish I was paying $3 for 93. God. Holy hell, I thought 93 no ethanol here in northern Tennessee was expensive at 387. I would be happy to pay that much for 93. God, man. On the bright side, the roads in Cali are great. You really get something for those taxes. I'm going to have to stop you there. Um, yeah, some of the roads are great here in Cali, but man, some roads are just piles of shit. I've had a blowout on a road one time from fucking pothole. Like I didn't see it and didn't swerve quick enough and fucking tire blew out. 8092 guy. I'm trying to give people another platform for 2ZZ. Been done before, but not many videos like I am trying to give people 8092 GTS 2ZZ swap conversions. Yeah, that I love the AE92 GTS. They're underrated cars. You have a 4AGE, which is a pretty good engine, and I don't know. Then you got pop-up headlights on them. They're cool. They're cool little cars, man. I feel like the 2ZZ is more like the B18C1 on the Integra. I feel like K series is next level. Well, you have to remember the DC2 Integra was going on till 2001, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 2 years, same year, like a little bit around the same time when the Celica GTS came out. So, you know, then in 2002, the DC5 came out with the K20. So it was ahead. I guess it was more, it was better than the Celica because it came out after. Um, I miss my Toyota 22R four banger engine. Carbs make it 100 times easier to work on. Haven't worked on a carbureted engine, but I'm pretty sure they're easier to work on. A bunch of older guys at Honda are like, man, I remember working on those engines. Never drove a RSX Type S. Would they walk a GTS or Civic SIK series? I've been looking for one to race. Um, I raced my friend's um RSX and in my Crow XRS, and I he probably misshifted or he probably was still learning how to like shift, but I was able to beat him with my Crow XRS untuned. I've been asking him to race me now that he has a tune and now that I have a tune. I really want to race him again, but again, no time. Everyone has jobs and now we just don't have time for nothing. 22R, 20R head shaved web, 45 cams header. That's what's up. um, I'll probably sell my XRS for an 8th gen SI, then 6-speed LSD swap my LE, keep it under 2500. 8th gen SIs, they're pretty cool. I like them. I drove Clayton's, the one that he had a while back. Sure beats Arizona. My XRS made 155 wheel horsepower stock. Most K20s can do 220 wheel horsepower FBO tuned. Yeah, unfortunately, 2ZZ, man. K20 and 2ZZ are surprisingly mechanically similar. I've haven't worked, I work at Honda, but I really don't work on the K20s like that. I just do oil change, so I could say I really haven't worked on the K series before. Or you could own any Toyota Lexus Scion Daihatsu ever made, and it was the only car you could drive. What would it be? What? Oh my god! Or you could own any ever made, and it was the only car you could drive. What would it be? Fuck. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Because I love my Matrix. I love it because there's space and it's a little bit quick, but at the same time, there's other cars that I would rather have. But I don't know, man. It's one of those questions I just hate answering. If Fat Thumb strikes again, I call him sausage fingers, man. You're good. Gas in Quebec is 139 Canadian gallon, but we have very shit roads. The crappy roads are the only reason to wear a seatbelt. If you want the Toy Story truck, you'll have to get to know the 22R engines. Clayton is the one that wants the Toy Story truck, but I'd be more than happy to help him out with that as well. Daihatsu Rocky. I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up. Fuck, I never knew the Daihatsu had a following base like that. Sheesh. Ron Money. Sell all your cars for the new Z. Going Nissan now. I like the Z, but I don't know, man. I I heard it's just a recycled Infinity engine. I want something unique, man. I meant leader. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, leader's smaller. Beams engine, no lift, but seriously, a nasty engine, Jaden, etc. Uh, you know what I want? I want a beams inside. I really wished Toyota would have put a fucking blacktop beams in the FRS. That would have blew the doors out of that car. But no, let's shove a fucking pancake boxer engine in this fucking car and call it a day. Fuck you, Toyota, for doing that. Fuck you, man. I have a Z. I hate that engine, but it's very fast. It's a truck engine. There you go. Thoughts on the new XRS coming out? We're not getting a new XRS. It's from the other side of the world that has an economic engine. I already seen it. It's whatever. It's not an XRS performance XRS. If you're going for a ZZ32 is where it's at. 720,000 miles on my white one and counting. Damn. It's great, man. Should see Thailand's 2ZZ stuff. They have a whole Altus racing class. The Lewin style bumper is Levin, right? Yeah, I've seen those videos, man. Someone keeps sending to me on my Instagram. I don't know if that's you or not. Get a Mustang. You can make lots of noise without going. I I I'm not a fan of Ford. I think I already told you guys this. I'm more inclined to Chevys. I like the Chevy SS. I like the Camaros. I love those cars. So if I were to go for a V8 muscle car, it'd be Chevy. Sorry, guys. Agree. Agree with FRS. Marco Alvarez says the FRS engine is similar to the Beams, though, but a Subaru bottom end. I don't know, man. Don't know why my comment keeps getting blocked from showing up on the chat. It's weird. If it were to be getting blocked, I would see something right here and it would say to show. Maybe the comment. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. I have it set so that it doesn't get all spammed out like the last chat I had with Clayton. So it might be that. I'm not sure. But um anyways, guys, it is 1 hour. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to work. Well, tomorrow I need to go to work. So thank you guys again for the chat. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try and make this a weekly thing. I got so much positive response when I made that question on Instagram. Like, if you guys want to make this a weekly thing where I just sit here for an hour and just talk to you guys, it seems like it gets a lot of interest from you people. I really appreciate it. I like it that you guys interact with me. It's a really good feeling. So I will most likely catch you guys next week here on Thursday around the same time. I'm gonna try and make it a specific time, but 8 to 8:30. It's probably around the time I'm gonna be making these videos. So see you guys. Take care. Appreciate it for the donations. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.